Kaiser Chiefs, amakosi, abafana basic perfectly glamour boys, abafana bokutula noctula, amakosi for life, cozy nation, cozy nation, cozy nation, nation.
Right, Sanbonani, good day, Bafetu. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to give it a like, remember to subscribe. Now, I want us to discuss the things that we learned in the Kaiser Chiefs preseason report. What have we learned about Kaiser Chiefs during the preseason? Kaiser Chiefs getting ready for the 2026-2027 season. Are they ready from what we saw? What can you say? Let's discuss it on comment section below. Aningitshele bafethu nina yini into eniyibonile nge-Kaizer Chiefs since kuqalile i-preseason. Badlalile a 1-1 draw and then also another 1-1 draw. In both those games, Kaizer Chiefs took the lead, and then unfortunately they couldn't defend those leads, conceding very late in both of those games. Labadlale khona 1-1. So what can we say about that? All in all, I know that it's only just practice matches, but there are lessons to be learned. There are notes for the coach. The coach is taking as much information as he can. Are the players ready? Are the players good enough for the 2026-2027 season? Let's talk about that as well. So in that first game, although we didn't see much, but we know that Kaizer Chiefs scored, Ighodaro scoring that goal. It shows that Ighodaro is also willing to give Silva a competition, and he's just putting his hand. He was injured for the majority of the season. Let's hope Ighodaro can stay injury-free, because Kaizer Chiefs were lacking in terms of the goal-scoring department. That is last season. Right, and also in the next game, basically the same thing can be said. But the last game that we saw, the 2-1 loss, that game was broadcast live. The game against Elche was broadcast live on the Elche YouTube channel, and then most of you guys saw that game. But what have we learned? What reports can I give you in terms of the goalkeeping department? We can safely say that Kaizer Chiefs are ready. They are covered in that position. Brendan Peterson, I think, is going to retain his position as Kaizer Chiefs is number one. He is covered. I think Ronaldo Lina and Bruce Bvuma, they've got his back. We know that the goalkeeping department is covered. When it comes to defense, we saw that Umako is injured. So can we say that Kaizer Chiefs are safe? Lapayana left back. We know that Nkanyiso Shinga, we didn't see a lot of him last season. He was injured for the majority of the season. What Magabuya, he also got injured again in that he played just one game, Walimala. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see much of him in this preseason. I don't think he left with the team. I didn't see his team on the list that traveled. So Nkanyiso Shinga, he is a big question mark. We saw Reef Rosler slotting into the left back role. We know that he can play left back. Reef Rosler can play both right back and left back. We know that at right back, Kaizer Chiefs are covered with Solomons and Monyane. So at left back, there is still a question mark. However, Unkwesa has been promoted, and so there's enough cover. If you include Cross is also there, considering ukuthi ukhona uShinga, Reef Rosler can play that position, and also Marco. We don't know the extent of his injury yet. So guys, I will keep you guys up to date once I have the latest information regarding Paseka Mako's injury. So the left back is covered. We saw the back line is covered, including Lapayana Guma central midfield areas where Thabo Molisane has been signed to strengthen that area. We saw Eden McCarthy leaving, and then Moloisane coming in. Bakhona uMsimang, ukhona uMiguel, ukhona uLokhuzana, uMsimang, Miguel, and who's the other one? And it's Quinica. So that position is covered. That is the defense, and we saw Kaizer Chiefs having amongst the third best defensive record last season also we can say that it is basically the defense that was able to help them to that position number 3. So yeah, Bafethu, midfield, that is the area that is most Kaizer Chiefs are lacking in the most, because Undlovu, I'm not convinced with Undlovu, Bafethu. Mina, on my side, yes, he is a good player, but is he a great player? Because at Kaizer Chiefs, you need great players. There's no doubt about the quality of Maboe. But yeah, the game against Ulche, I think Undlovu was lost. He considered a penalty, and even before considering the penalty, he should not have started. He was supposed to get subbed half time. And yeah, I was not impressed with Undlovu during this preseason. And yeah, I'm not saying he's a bad player, don't get me wrong. Drop your thoughts on comments. We know that Matlo, the likes of Matlo, the likes of Sereno, those players have left, and Kaizer Chiefs definitely need to strengthen that player. So in my report, I would say that Kaizer Chiefs sent the central midfield. They definitely need someone. Umthetwa, there's question marks about him. Yes, he is a squad player, but is he going to start the games, especially Ucele, with the uncertainty around Ucele? If Ucele was not going anywhere, I would say that Kaizer Chiefs are covered Lapayana with central midfield, but there's uncertainty around Ucele. The Kaizer Chiefs looking to release Ucele, refusing to be released from his contract, saying that no, he will stay at Kaizer Chiefs and fight for his place. I really, really hope he stays, because I think the team still needs him. I'm not convinced Ndlovu. I know that Ndlovu Maboe combination, the Alabadlala boy too, from way back Lapayana Gumarisbeck United and SuperSport United. But yeah, Ndlovu, hey, I'm not too sure. So come in Ibrahim Bantse. I hope they're going to sign Bantse. Kaizer Chiefs definitely need a defensive midfielder like Bantse, who is able to make those forward passes and take long range shots. And that is why Uri Frosler, he was even being tried Lapayana go defensive midfield now during the preseason, because I think the coach notices that he needs a better player there. So yeah, that is Uri Frosler. Let's hope the coach can use him Lapayana with defensive midfield, because I think maybe he can play better than the likes of Abu Lokuzan. Ndlovu, I'm not impressed, but that's just my opinion, guys. I hope Ndlovu will regain his form, but now during preseason, I was not impressed with him, especially the game against Ulche. Right, and then in terms of Lapayana, their style of play, what have we learned about his style of play? Saga Fernando da Cruz, we know that he's an attacking coach, he's pragmatic, he likes to keep position, he builds from the back. But we saw against Ulche, where they struggled when they were pressed. But Baba Jalisia half ground. When they were pressed, they couldn't make them a build up. And that was largely also through the fault of Ndlovu. Ndlovu was not playing his role properly, and he was out of the game. Hence, the team couldn't get out of their starting blocks. That is building. In terms of building from the back, the team was not impressive. And when we come to the wide areas, players like Valibai, Valibai was the most impressive player during preseason, scoring 2 goals. Alongside Maboe, no goalkeeper, Brendan Peterson, those players impressed me the most. I will say Valibai, he is ready for a bigger role. We know that Lilepo is leaving. And yeah, I'm happy that Valibai has raised his hand to say, I am ready. So yeah, let's hope Valibai will be able. Last season, he didn't go with the team to preseason, obviously, because of that case between Cape Town Spurs and Kaizer Chiefs. Both of them, Bano Partman. And in terms of Partman, yeah, I think he also is going to be playing a bigger role. I saw him having a clash with the goalkeeper when he was through 1-on-1. But let's hope it's not too serious. I think they Bafago Chislet. And when it comes to Chislet, let's hope he'll also be central to the team. We saw him starting one of the games, starting with Maboe. So yeah, let's hope he will he will be able to replace Serino, because Serino's left the team, and we are all looking at Ethan Chislett to come into that role together. But no Vilakazi, no Mtu Shabalala currently injured. So when Du comes in, we know that he's the preferred number 10 position. So if Chislett, no Vilakazi, by 30 chance, when Du Dyer returns, he'll definitely reclaim that position. Yeah, that is Ethan Chislett. Pule Modi, there is uncertainty around his future. He is no longer a spring chicken. He's not that young. But yeah, he did play a decent amount of games last season, scoring in the derby as well. So let's see what Kaizer Chiefs management have in mind. If they can get Upili, I don't know. I don't think there is a future for Umodi at Kaizer Chiefs. But I think maybe if they can give him a 1-year contract, because he showed from last season that he can still play. So yeah, guys, laphayana phambili, Da Silva, I was not impressed with Da Silva. He missed a goal. Connie Cross eyangena laphayana should just touch the ball and it was gonna go in. I'm not impressed with Da Silva now during preseason, but I was also not impressed with Da Silva also during the last preseason. So my report in the front line is that Kaizer Chiefs should definitely be looking to sign another goal scorer, because Siyazi Umayo ulimele. Igor Daro, unreliable, he is injury prone, and that leaves you with only one goal scorer, that is Usilva. And Usilva, he can run like a headless chicken sometimes. If I was the coach, I don't think I would start. Silva would not start in my team. Mina bafethu iplayer elingakwazi ukutrapha nizongixolela nani, mina vele angimzwisisi mina umuntu ongakwazi ukutrapha ibhola. So yeah, but Da Silva, we know that he is a proven goal scorer from last season. He was the leading goal scorer lapha Kaizer Chiefs. But I think methinks Kaizer Chiefs still need to sign another striker. So yeah, guys, those are the lessons that we can take from Kaizer Chiefs. Remember to give it a like. Remember to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. I'll be telling you about my new signings with Kaizer Chiefs. Cheers. Bye-bye.